Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of Madden NFL Boss. Twitching, I'm Madden NFL Boss. First regular season game.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
They're definitely trying to hold me down.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
Overthrown, crazy.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
No, it was crazy. He just overthrew him.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Taking it about the 16. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Hunt. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Man, turned into a fireplace. Crazy.
Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And a Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
I think he wanted to go to the running back, and by me pushing through him and blocking him like that, gave him no one to go to.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Fitzpatrick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
There it is, and he's taking it in.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Butker now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit.
Come on,
lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates.
That was an easy
Find
pick.
someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick gets it off to Freeman. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete.
Why don't you just catch that one, bro?
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Let's go,
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They go play action here on first down. This complete to Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful.
Easy money.
Touchdown,
Easy money.
A.J. Green, 45 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Yeah, he's making that space. I got to make sure he gets his touches. That's the thing. You got to make sure everybody
on for the
on your
PAT.
team, when you got a team developing like this, that you spread it around and everybody's getting what they need. This is why I keep romping the teams even though they're losing.
To 28-0 now.
Because I'm trying to make sure I can build up all the players
plays on that drive. And it ends with a
instead of just running the ball like crazy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Fitzpatrick, and he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick, and Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fitzpatrick now. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Underneath to Allen.
Let's go.
So we are at halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Now, these two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. Of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that, but they met in 97, 15 times since then. The most recent meeting was back in 2017.
I turned hard and came right back.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
Oh, boy, baseball.
As guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Home run, baby.
DB,
Home run.
Like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct.
I said I ran right back at him and then went that way. Got the computer fooled as hell.
That should have been done in
That
Big
was
Sky Country.
NPC behavior all day.
And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's the great thing. Like, a lot of these dudes I picked up, even though they were in like the mid to higher 70s or low 80s, I picked up certified beasts.
The extra point.
Young people with lots of potential.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5.
Plus, I got
now
this
as he
game on
knocks
rookie
another one
right now.
through
So, I mean, I'm talking a lot of shit, but I know as soon as I upgrade it and put it on harder, I won't be running these games like this.
6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room.
Get out of here.
Okay, because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving.
And he caught it.
There it is.
And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, and then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them,
55.
Big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So now here come the Dolphins. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
On first down, it's Hunt, and an alley to run. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kareem Hunt, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again? Symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Baltimore. This is fielded at the 27. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easy?
Come on. The dude that's supposed to be X never freed himself to fuck up so I could use him as a target. And then I try to hit him. Like, well, where's he at? Why ain't I seeing him? And then I turn around and literally try to hit another button and start getting rid of it. And I'm just sitting back there waiting for a sack.
Motor on full display there as he gets his first
That was corny
NFL
as shit.
sack. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Goff. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff as his guys continue to pour it on.
He was just so wide out there.
Plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys.
I really want to get the tight end in it.
Better believe he'll be looking
And they
for
had
a
him
hat
locked
trick
up.
here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger lines.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now it's gone.
Oh, my God.
Incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going.
2 guys just ran right in. By the time I look down to see them, they're right there.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Nah, fuck it.
Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Third and long. It's gone. And that
Even
will
my
be
dude.
Incomplete.
That sucks.
They weren't scared
That's
to let it fly,
time.
but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
The first time.
You hear the
I'm
calls for
doing
a
this.
penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
What a dope drop.
Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting
What the
point is the
hell?
20.
Look at
So
that
there's a
shit,
reason that
man.
a lot
Look.
of punters are
That's
also
crazy.
excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have?
I'm
Same groove
actually
motion
a golfer.
over and over. Once
That's
they have
too
that
funny.
down, it repeats under
Drop
pressure.
that one. Can't make it any better than that.
They'll run with Penny. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
What we got?
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started. I'm not sure how much I really love that call. It almost seems like a little bit of a give up there. But maybe what they were thinking is we've got a chance to pop one. They think we're just going to give up here, hand it to the big man, and maybe he can get through. Sometimes there's a little bit of courage in play calling that maybe we don't give enough credit.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
Well, they get him involved.
I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And out come the Dolphins now. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Butker on for the PAT.
Game doesn't even want to show the replay on that one. They're mad.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Third and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Miami, you can't ask for
Alright, I got, what's it called, upgrades, which is nice. This dude's pretty good, so it was crazy to get that. crazy. You needed something like that. Here we go. I need him to come up. I guess I'll focus on him in practice. No, it's just lets you look at them. It doesn't let you tweak them. And Gotta fire them first. Alright, I need a scout and a head coach. There's a scout. He wants 6 mil. I got him on deal because I could use him. I'll just do the scout. Alright. Let me end this episode before I do too much stuff. Let me advance to the next week. No, boy. Oh, fumble recovery, 2 interceptions, crazy. Alright, we're beastie. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button. I'm Metal Mark the Boss. This has been Metal Mark the Boss Twitching. I'll be back. I'll be doing the training and trying to make it through the next season game, plus upgrade a few players. Alright, I'll see you guys later.